The National Unity Government's election pledge to formulate a new constitution and abolish the executive presidency is becoming more and more a complicated process. Find out why on News Matters. Leader of the House Lakshman Kiriyala said yesterday the government would hold a referendum on the new constitution with the support of the Sri Lanka Freedom Party. The formulation of a new constitution was a key pledge of the Sirisena election campaign, as was the abolition of the executive presidency. This specific promise was the main rallying point for varied political parties and civil society that supported President Sirisena's election campaign under trying circumstances. But although the country's legislature embarked on this process a few months after the new government's rise to power, the formulation of the new constitution has gradually become more and more complicated, with stakeholders at odds with each other. Having begun on a common platform of abolishing the executive presidency, the SLFP is now pushing to retain it, while the UNP continues to back its abolition as per the ruling coalition's original pledge. Meanwhile, some ruling party bigwigs remain tight-lipped and non-committal on the matter, rendering an air of mystery to the process. As a result, the public at large is in a state of confusion. They are not certain if the government will move fast to deliver on its promise or spend another 3 years debating its various provisions. This slow progress has already alarmed minor parties within the ruling alliance. Minister Mano Ganesan, leader of the Democratic People's Front, tweeted on Wednesday that enthusiasm for the new constitution was diminishing. He said the new constitution had fallen to the bottom of the government's priority list. It is in this context that the leader of the House announced the government wanted to hold a referendum on the new constitution with the support of the SLFP. The SLFP themselves remain divided on the matter. The seniors of the party told media they do not agree with a full abolition of the executive presidency and that they would only support constitutional reforms that do not require a referendum. They have also said they want President Sirisena to be the party's presidential candidate in 2020. President Sirisena himself has not yet made his opinion on the matter public. This is a good thing, giving the UNP an opening to enter into fresh dialogue with the SLFP over the new constitution and the referendum. A dialogue between the two main stakeholders on the matter will be welcomed by many who voted for a change on January 8, 2015. UNP parliamentarian Foreign Minister Mangala Samaravira, speaking to members of the Foreign Correspondents Association in Sri Lanka on Wednesday, also said a referendum on the constitutional reforms was a risk worth taking. The foreign minister was of the view that those who supported the Rainbow Revolution, especially civil society, would support the government in its effort to ensure the passage of the new constitution. A referendum on the constitutional reforms will renew the January 8th mandate. But the government will have to work very hard to convince the masses of the importance of a new constitution, especially against ultra-nationalist slogans propagated by the Rajapaksa camp. But if this effort bears fruit, it will be the proudest achievement of this National Unity Government. Join us for another segment of News Matters on Tuesday. I am Royal Raymond.
Get the Daily News app free on your mobile phone. Visit apps.lakehouse.lk and download today. Daily News. Be better informed.